All right, everybody, what is going on? We got the EZA details for Evolution Blue Vegeta and UI Goku last night, and they just did the data download and added them into the game. And I decided that I would go ahead and do the calc video for them now. Sorry it took me a lot longer to get this out. I was obviously asleep whenever this dropped, and then in the morning I wasn't able to get it done. So we're going over it now. Which, I mean, this is an appropriate time anyway, considering the units just dropped. So let's go ahead. We'll just take a quick look at their kits, and then we will go look at the calcs here. Here's a sneak peek. Boom, there you go. They're already on Twitter, so of course, as always, if you want to see them first, go follow me there, and then you don't have to listen to me ramble and talk about these guys. So I'm just going to tell you right now, these guys are busted. They are competing for top spots in the game. I mean, they're not better than Beast Gohan, but they are very good. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. We got AGL UI Goku here. His leader skill is Miraculous Awakening or Reps Universe 7, 180%. He greatly raises attack for one turn, high chance to crit, and then 7% chance to crit for all allies. And then basically the same thing here, but massively raise attack. And then the same like crit chance that he had before, and then he also gives 7% for 2 turns here. I mean, that's fine, right? You get a double super with this guy, and you're going to give the entire rotation a 14% chance to crit, and then a 7% on the next turn. So in case superheroes didn't have enough crits already, you just got more crits here, which is nice. The passive skill, 200% at the start of turn. Additional 77% at the start of turn whenever HP is 77% or above. Ki +7 and evades enemy attacks, including super attacks, for 1 turn from first appearance. So this means on his first turn, you're going to have guaranteed dodge. Obviously, that is very, very, very powerful. He has a 77% chance to perform an additional super attack. He has a 77% chance to evade enemy attacks, including super attacks baseline. That is obviously very good. He gets an additional 7% chance to evade enemy attacks, including super attacks within the same turn with each attack this character evades. So this will work like STR Janemba, where this is a separate proc to the normal start a turn buff. But, this is okay. Like, you're just getting extra dodge the more you dodge. So just to clarify, this will not, like, if you dodge an attack, you don't go up to 84%. You just get a separate second running total of 7% over here. So, let's say you dodge 5 attacks in a turn, then you'll have your 77% chance to dodge, and then also you will have your 35% chance for that turn as well. That'll kick in as well. So it's complicated, of course. Like, it never works out like we want it to, but it is what it is. It's just more dodge chance. So he gets Ki +2 up to 10, in defense +30% up to 150% with each attack evaded. Obviously, this is nice. This used to just be a resetting turn-based 30% buff, so now it carries over onto your other rotations, and it goes up to 150. Obviously, very good. He gets an additional 77% attack and performs a critical hit when Ki is 24 or when activating the active skill. I mean, this is basically the same thing, but what this is doing is, since we can't directly buff active skills in the game currently because they just don't have EZAs set up to do that, they have to update the passive in order to change those. So we're getting guaranteed crits at 24 Ki, which is nice. And then obviously, whenever you do the active skill, it counts as doing a 24 Ki attack. So you'll get this as well, which is very, very, very nice. That means this guy's going to be hitting very hard too, by the way. If HP is 77% or less at the start of the character's attacking turn, he revives with 77% HP recovered when the character or an ally attacking in the same turn is KO'd once only. This is nice. They fixed this. It used to be under 50% and after receiving 3 attacks. Now it's just under 77%, which is very, very good, obviously. So this is going to be a free revive in a lot of fights. That's going to be really good for us. And then after reviving, this character gets 7 Ki and 77% attack and defense for the rest of battle. So that's nice. That'll be more start of turn stats, but I mean, the Ki is really good, and then the stats are obviously nice because they'll start playing in with this multiplicative buff here. And then also you get another turn of guaranteed dodging after you revive. So, or, I'm sorry, oh no, yeah, it is this character. So right here, this part you can get if an ally revives, this part right here, but I think this is locked to just his revive. But That's good, right? Like just the fact that they are allowing you to revive with any character. So if Blue Vegeta revives, then you'll still get this buff right here. So that's good. UI Goku obviously very good. My only complaint is that he's not getting defense on either super attack effect. I guess they just figured that the dodge was enough, but personally, I would still like to see some defense here. And then we got Vegeta. Now, they're going to be very similar, but powerful comeback and reps Universe 7, 180%. He does greatly raise defense for one turn, and then they have the same crit mechanic, and then he greatly raises attack and defense for one turn, and then again, the same crit mechanic as Goku. So he actually is getting 50% defense on both of his super attack effects, which is obviously very good. He gets 200% at the start of turn, 17 guaranteed guard on his first appearance. Again, very good. He performs an additional attack that is a 77% chance to be a super attack. So Goku's is just the 77% chance to be a super attack. He has a guaranteed additional, which will be better for getting your hidden potential system, because you're always going to proc this guaranteed normal, so which will give you a better chance to proc his additional attack. So that is very good design. We like to see that. He gets 50% baseline damage reduction. That is up from 10% prior to his EZA. So obviously that's very good. And then he reduces damage received by an additional 10% up to 30 within the same turn with each attack received or evaded. Obviously, again, that's very good. That means you can build up to 80% damage reduction in the turn. Very, very powerful. He gets Ki +3 up to 10, and attack and defense +30% up to 120 with each attack performed, so he needs to do 4 attacks. The most you can do on a turn, I believe, would be 3, but his active skill would also count as 1 potentially, but it doesn't really matter. Like you're gonna get this built up pretty quickly. The chances that you get 3 attacks in this guy's first turn is gonna be really good. So after your first turn, you're gonna have 9 Ki, 90% attack and defense, and then as soon as you roll back around on that next rotation, you'll be able to get the last little buff here and get your 1 extra Ki and 30% to stats. So that's obviously very good. Again, he gets the same effect on his active skill, so that's the same. And then after receiving 5 or more attacks in battle, from the next attacking turn onward, revives with 77% HP recovered when the character or an ally attacking the same turn is KO'd. This is nice because it means that now his revive is only restricted to the attacks. As soon as he gets hit 5 times, you can revive, which is very, very, very good. It's not going to help you out in some fights, like the Trunks. What is it? The Trunks Blue Zone or Trunks Supreme Battle Spectacle comes to mind. That guy doesn't really attack that often, so getting these 5 hits could be a problem. But I think in a lot of fights, this is going to be very free, so that's good. He gets Ki 7 and attack and defense +77% when the character or an ally revives. Again, very powerful ability. It's going to be more starter turn stats. And then he gets guaranteed guard again the following turn after this character's revival skill is activated. So after you revive, you will get another turn of guaranteed guard. So he's only going to have guard for 2 turns in the fight, potentially. His first turn and then the turn after he revives. But, I mean, that's still going to be huge. Especially on his first turn, you're going to have a guaranteed guard, 50% damage reduction that can build up to 80%. This guy's going to be able to sit comfortably in slot 1 on most teams. I'm sorry, against most fights. On his first turn. So if we've got a boss that is doing, 50 attacks in slot 1, this guy will be able to hold down the fort on his first turn pretty easily. So, and then after that, you can just revive whenever. So very powerful, very powerful. Let's go ahead and take a look at the calcs here. So up here, wait, hang on. There we go. I got to scoot this down just a little bit. Okay. So Evolution Blue Vegeta right up here is on this left side. AGL UI Goku is down here on the bottom. I need to quit scrolling. My bad, guys. And then on the other side, this is with their 8th anniversary equips. So they can get some exclusive skill orbs that give them up to 1,800 extra defense. Only 1,200 if you are 55%. Because they have a bronze that gives 800, a silver that gives... Is it 400? And then they have a gold that gives 600, I believe is what it is. So, again, that's a total of 1,800 extra stats that you can get at Rainbow or 1,200 at 55%. So that's the difference between these two sides here. And then down on the bottom, the section that I kept scrolling to, like below this, is the exact same thing, but with 50% support, which should be pretty easy to get with like a unit like the Gammas around, right? So... again, Evolution Blue Vegeta has 15,719 defense, and then it's 12,719 at 55%, and then this is what it is rainbowed, or I'm sorry, with the equips, and then AGL UI Goku has 14,500, and then 11,125 at 55%, and then again, this is what it is with the equips. So they start out basically the same. We got a 200% leader skill, and then we do have their links. Again, that's the same thing down here, but UI Goku does have shocking speed, which I think will be very easy to get on the superhero team, considering Beast Gohan has, prepared for battle and shocking speed. So I think this is going to be a very, very easy link to get. So I just went ahead and maxed them both out with their extra links. Oh, wait, why did I use 14%? Am I an idiot? Yeah, I'm an idiot. Why did I do 2% for shocking speed? Shocking speed is 5%. So this should be 17. My bad. I don't know what I was smoking whenever I did this. Let me update that real quick. Okay, my apologies. Sorry about that. There we go. So yeah, 17% in links. I don't know why I used 2% for shocking speed, but yeah, there we go. You guys can see now 1.17, 1.17, 1.17. We're all good now. So it's not a huge change, but it does change the defense just a little bit here. So anyway, so yeah, that's why UI Goku's is different, is because he does have shocking speed. Blue Vegeta gets like royal lineage or something instead, which is, trash, or prodigies, which isn't good, but anyway, so yeah, they're both at 200% at the start of turn, so you're gonna multiply by 3, and then Vegeta builds up, fully built up, he'll get up to 120% in stats, and then he gets 50% on super attack. So this obviously won't be on your first rotation. You cannot get Vegeta fully built up on his first rotation, but you can kind of extrapolate, right, and figure, okay, 200% at the start of turn, and then let's say, we do 3 attacks, so that's going to be 90% instead. So you would do, let's see, start a turn, multiply by 1.9, and then let's say all 3 were super attacks, you would multiply by 2.5. And so he'd be at 1.25 million defense on his first turn if he triple supered. So that's what would be going on. And I mean, double supers are going to be very, very, very free with these guys. And I would say triple attacks are going to be very common as well. I mean, considering they have a 77% chance to, he just gets a guaranteed normal. But he has a, 77% chance to super, 77% chance to super. You guys kind of know what I'm talking about. So, but what I'm getting at is triple attacking is going to be very free for Vegeta. So getting this built up isn't going to take very long, and is going to be very consistent, whereas AGL UI Goku's is going to heavily depend on if the boss is attacking him or not. Like, you could get this fully built up turn 1, or it could be like turn 7, and you've only dodged twice, just potentially on how the fight goes. So, I do kind of like that Vegeta's is more, like, you're more in control of his, but, I mean, AGL UI Goku's you'll probably see get built up faster more often than not. But I don't know. They should both pretty much be built up by, their second appearance, hopefully. Anyway, so, and then down here below this red line for Vegeta, this is after you revive. That's why it says post-revive right here. He gets that extra 77% to stats. So this is what his starter turn would jump up to. And then right here, the fully built up line, again, that's kicking in his multiplicative passive. And so then after one super attack, you'd be over 1 million defense, 50% damage reduction, guaranteed guard on your first turn. And then every additional super attack that you do after that will give you an extra 365k defense. So I didn't fully calculate out here. You guys got to kind of do the legwork on your own right here. But like, let's say you get 2 additional super attacks. You would take this right here, multiply by 2. You would take this and then add in right here. And so he'd be at almost 2 million defense post revive with a triple super attack. So that's pretty good if you ask me. And then that's before his anniversary equips kick in, right? So after his anniversary equips kick in, you would do this, multiply by 2 if you have them equipped. You would take this, add in the 1.2, and he would actually be over 2 million defense post-revive triple super with his anniversary equips up. So Vegeta is very powerful. And he's going to be hitting hard as well. You guys saw all the crits that they have, all the ki that they have. These guys are going to be absolute monster additions to the superhero team, and it gives them a revive. Typically, it's pretty hard to take damage with the superhero team, but if you did, now you have access to some easy revives, so that is very good. And then AGL UI Goku, again, down here, you're going to notice that his stats definitely don't get as high as Vegeta's. He kind of caps out, like, right here. Like, if he's above 77% HP and he's done his 5 dodges, this is where his defense sits, because he doesn't get any extra defense whenever he attacks, which is higher than Vegeta's start of turn, but then Vegeta's goes up after he attacks, so that's something to keep in mind. And then down here, this is what it would be if you were under 77% HP fully built up, and then right here, this is what it would be if you were kind of in a maxed out scenario. You are over 77% HP post revive and you're fully built up. So that's kind of the range of his defense here. And then again, same thing, but with the equips, you can see that, I mean, it's just much higher, right? Like these equips, after you start compounding all of these buffs in, they start doing like some pretty significant increases in defense. So like right here, for example, we're getting what, an extra like 100 and I don't know, like 90k, 125k extra defense just from those like equips up here after one super attack. So, and then each additional super attack would give us like an extra like 40k or something like that. So that's pretty good. And then basically the same thing down here, right? Fully built up, we're getting an extra 100k defense. I mean, that's you guys can kind of see, right? Like, we're getting a lot of extra stats. I mean, 100k defense, it doesn't sound like a lot, but whenever these bosses start hitting really hard and you're trying to conserve all the HP you can, saving an extra 120k defense can be the difference between you winning and surviving. And again, like, for Vegeta, that's assuming only one super attack. You start getting multiple, and you're going to be saving, 40k extra every single additional that you get after the first one. So, again, very powerful. Now you start adding support into the equation, and these guys really do start getting really, really, really busted. I mean, if they weren't already, now they are. They are extremely powerful down here. I'll just let you guys take a quick... Oh, no, what did I just do? How... There we go. All right, I'll just let you guys take a quick glance here at the calcs and just kind of evaluate it for yourself. I've kind of walked you through everything. Again, the lines kind of denote different scenarios. So instead of me doing like an entirely new calc line, this is just, again, just kind of pay attention to these descriptions that I'm using and use that to guide what is happening. So... again, they kind of denote different sections. And then this part is pretty much just going to be the same for every scenario. I probably could have put a line there as well to denote that this is like all constant, but hopefully you guys can kind of just look at the data and figure out what is going on. Wait, why is this higher? What? Oh, because of the equips. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Okay, well, anyway, let me know what you guys thought about Evolution Blue Vegeta and UI Goku. We have actually gotten a lot of information tonight on Twitter. In terms of, like, the stuff. Apparently, Sleepy Beerus might be good now. We will see. There's, like, the new wallpaper that we're going to get, the special achievement card. They're adding a movie boss rush to the Red Zone stage. The movie Red Zone versus Broly, the original one. They're adding a movie boss rush. So that's going to be pretty crazy. I think this is the old one. I'm pretty sure this is the old one. If this is the new one, that would be crazy. But the new one ends on Golden Frieza. So yeah, this is the original. This is the original movie Boss's Red Zone. It's getting a boss rush. That is insane. There's a new support memory. We got like the tickets. These guys are coming out in a little over 24 hours. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think about the calcs, and I'll catch you guys next time.